Hello folks, I'm back with another video, and this time I decided to share something that is very dear, very special to me. And it's my book, The Owl Factor, Reframing Your Teaching Philosophy. I'm actually recording a video, a course, a webinar, a podcast about my book because I think it's a good book and you should give it a try. So today, I thought I might read the preface of the book to get you interested in this idea of know, show, grow, and why I use the symbology of owls to tell my story. So right here it says that owls symbolize many different things, especially wisdom. This book is André Hedlund's, and that's me, attempt to gather the wisdom found in philosophy, storytelling, and science to encapsulate the teaching and learning process. It's a book about education and how it revolves around three main elements: know, show, grow. We need resources to know something, to exchange this knowledge with someone, and to grow after this exchange. The Owl Factor explores each of these elements in a reflective and practical way. So, let's get started. Preface. I find it quite refreshing to come across something to watch that is thought-provoking and in a different language on my streaming services. That was the case with Merli, a Catalan TV series about a rather stubborn, defiant, and incredibly wise high school philosophy teacher. The embodiment of Socrates, one could say. Merli Bergeron loved to break the rules and often encouraged his students to do the same. One of his quotes that struck a chord with me was, "I'm tired of hearing that philosophy is good for nothing. It appears that the system has forgotten questions about who we are, where we came from, and where we're going. The purpose of philosophy is to reflect on life and the human being, and for people to question things. That's probably why they want to end it, don't you think?" The series' 30-second introduction follows the flight of a fruit fly through books and papers where different schools of philosophy and important concepts are highlighted in yellow, mixed with scenes of Merli writing with white chalk on a blackboard, and his classroom filled with students. All of it to the sound of Rimsky-Korsakov's Flight of the Bumblebee. Halfway through the intro, for about a second, we can see an intriguing white-faced owl in front of the blackboard bobbing its head. On the board, we can read the words philosophia, rationalism, and scepticism. Owls have traditionally been referred to as a symbol of great knowledge and wisdom. The barn owl, the one we see in Merli's introduction, is often related to the ideas of seeing in the dark and of listening to intuition. A different owl, smaller with grayish-brown feathers, called the little owl, also known as the Owl of Athena or Owl of Minerva, symbolizes philosophy, philosophia in Greek. Owls hold a privileged position in mythology and pop culture. Bubo was a mechanical replica of Athena's owl, sent to aid Perseus in his voyage in Clash of the Titans. The accordion owl was a mysterious character in Alice in Wonderland, who inhabited Tulgey Wood and could stretch its neck like an accordion. Archimedes was the pet owl of Merlin, a powerful wizard who mentored King Arthur in Disney's The Sword in the Stone. More recently, the Harry Potter series gave us Hedwig, a snowy owl, and Errol, a great gray owl that is old and clumsy. They were personal companions to Harry and the Weasley family. I am, as you can probably tell by now, personally intrigued by owls. I find them beautiful and mysterious animals. They are known for their nocturnal habits and they're excellent hunters. They are actually referred to as birds of prey. As it happens, my last encounter with an owl was quite recently. I was accompanying my wife to her office at the Federal University of Goiás, and there she was, a little mother owl, guarding her offspring, standing on a light pole. In Portuguese, we say mãe coruja, mother owl, to describe a mother who's protective of her children and refuses to see their imperfections. In those big mother owl's eyes, her offspring are flawless. The origin of this term can be traced to a fable. The eagle and the owl. The owl and the eagle, after a lot of fighting, decided to make peace. "No more fighting," said the owl. "The world is big and it's foolish for us to eat each other's babies. In that case, let's make an agreement. From now on, you will never eat my baby birds." "Very good, but how can I distinguish your babies?" said the eagle. "Easy," replied the owl. "Whenever you find beautiful youngsters with wonderful feathers, full of grace, like no other baby birds, you'll know they are mine." "Deal," concluded the eagle. Days later, while hunting, the eagle found a nest with 3 little monsters inside, chirping with their beaks wide open. "Horrible animals," she said. "You can see right away that they are not the children of the owl." And she ate them. But they were indeed the children of the owl. Upon returning to the nest, the sad mother wept bitterly over the tragedy and went to settle her score with the queen of birds. "What?" the eagle said in amazement. "Were those little monsters your children?" "Well, look, they didn't look anything like the picture you gave of them. So you can hardly blame me for eating them up." Owls may be known for symbolizing wisdom and great knowledge, but they are also popular for being biased and, thus, blind when it comes to their family. I suppose we all are, to be fair. However, I find this conflict quite interesting, and that's probably why I chose this dichotomy to serve as the title of this book, The Owl Factor. I also enjoy the fact that it sounds like the wow factor, which refers to the idea of something that is beyond our expectations, or something that leaves us mesmerized. This book is about teaching and teacher education. It's about the wisdom I've acquired throughout the years of working with English language teaching, both in the classroom and in management, as well as when I've trained and mentored teachers. But it goes beyond that. It's based on my love for knowledge and my tendency, biased or not, to hold cognitive sciences in a privileged position when talking about education and learning in general, not just English language teaching. It's also about a new philosophy, in a way. I followed my intuition and used the Socratic method on myself in 2015, and the outcome was what I now consider to be the foundation of any teaching and learning experience, be it in the classroom where teachers teach their students or in a teacher training course where teachers learn from a trainer. I call it the know, show, grow approach. And it's the basis for the Owl Factor philosophy, as you will soon find out. The know, show, grow approach has different theoretical and practical applications across different teaching and teacher education settings. These 3 stages revolve around the notion of resource in its broadest sense, and they allow teachers and teacher trainers to reflect and focus their efforts on aspects that seem to matter more in the teaching-learning experience. If you are intrigued, like I was when I first saw our little mother owl outside my wife's office, get ready to fly with me in the company of this wise and wonderful bird. on a journey of questioning and reflection. Welcome to The Owl Factor, reframing your teaching philosophy. So, I hope you read my book now.